Hi there and welcome to another Midweek Memo. I wonder if you're into tier lists. Do you like to get together a ranking of your favourite things? Tier list is where you put together in rank order what you think of your particular collectible. They do it for Pokemons, they do it for footballers, whatever else. Super or special for S, and then A, B, C, D and so forth. Well, how would it have gone if the disciples had ranked themselves in a tier list? Do you know, one of the extraordinary things about the Gospels is it turns out that's exactly what happened. When you think that the disciples actually wrote the New Testament, it's amazing that they admitted to the fact that it happened. But it says in Mark chapter 9, 33, Jesus turns back to his disciples and says, "What were you arguing about on the road?" And they say, well, actually they don't. They keep it quiet because they were arguing about who was the greatest. So who was the greatest? Was it Peter? Or was it perhaps someone like John, who was going to do that great writing of a gospel and was going to make the point that he was slightly faster than Peter as well when it came to running to the tomb? Well, who else might we think of? I tell you, it probably definitely wasn't. B grade at least is going to be Thomas, the doubter. What other conversation? I tell you what, I think we all know who would have come last. Judas, definitely. Although at this stage he was probably pretty quiet. Where would you have put Bartholomew? There's an idea. I mean, I'd have loved to know what Bartholomew said in that particular conversation. You know, it's kind of a joke, isn't it? It's a joke to think of these disciples ranking themselves. But also, it's just so like all of us. Do you do that? Do you look around and think, yeah, where am I amongst my friends? Where do I put myself amongst my colleagues? How am I doing alongside the people I left school with? Better? Worse? We naturally rank ourselves. We naturally think about, where am I in the pecking order? And Jesus must have been so disappointed at this moment, because what he is teaching them about is greatness as being those who serve. The first shall be last was another way he put it. The thing that defines greatness is the one who, like Jesus, will give up any claim to fame or rank and put themselves at the service of others. Something to think about for this week. Just one notice to share with you this week. If you want to think more about what makes true greatness as a disciple, there's no better way than getting your nose in the scriptures. And I want to just let you know that we now have an account on the YouVersion platform. If you download the Bible app, you can connect with our church and you can find a program of some of the readings that we're going through on our Sundays and other little reading programs that might help you, draw you in and connect with what's going on in the life of the church. There's a link to it in the email that came out with this midweek memo, and you can just find it on any of the app stores with the main Bible app. Thanks so much for joining us.